once the boss can't complain of a rowdy office as pens are dropped and tools are down for the annual listen-in strike.
There's no other day like this, a national celebration around a horse race. But then the Melbourne Cup has always been more than a race, so much more. More than a century ago, Mark Twain fell in love with what he called the anticipation and jubilation of Melbourne's one true festival. Then, as now, the Cup is an absurd test of staying power, a Mardi Gras and fashion show, and a link with our history. Listen, and you'll hear the echoes of our past.
The trumpet's finishing like a shot out of a gun.
For orders of ball in the Cup, there's 2 or 3 down.
Then Jimmy Johnson said, let's go on, get him, get him.
Kiwi's going to beat them all with a mighty run.
They call this the sport of kings, but the Cup is a handicap, and the ill-bred and the unwanted have often snubbed logic. For its outrageous fortune, we love this day even more. Ratbags rub shoulders with royals, nobles become common, and commoners lose their shirts. But the Cup also turns mortals into national treasures. Some of our most enduring legends come from this anniversary. In the dark days of the Depression, a big red horse lifted the nation's hopes. And in the toughest of times, a brave jockey carried the admiration of the people.
It just goes to show you should never take anything for granted and, you know, always appreciate your loved ones.
For all its folklore, fun and frivolity, this first Tuesday of November owes its soul to the gallant and inspirational. There is no other day like this.
Is there a better stage in Australian sport? Have a look at that canvas. Something will be painted on this today that'll last in history forever. That's the Holy Grail. A $4.6 million race today, the Tui's new Melbourne Cup. They've been chasing it for over 140 years, and some have been lucky enough to get it. Bart 11 times. He goes again today. George Hanlon, 86 years of age. He's up for a 4th as well. So many stories today, and the thousands that have been coming for those 140 years are coming again on this absolutely beautiful day. Hello, welcome to Flemington. It's the first Tuesday in November. It's Tui's new Melbourne Cup Day. There are so many storylines today, but there is one that has absolutely dwarfed the others. It's about Danny Nikolic, the jockey, Lee Friedman, the trainer, and Mummify the horse. And this morning at 7 o'clock, with an elevated temperature, the once favourite for the Melbourne Cup is out. Adam Hamilton joins me from the Herald Sun. Adam, we sat here on Saturday night and it was brewing, but this story has just galloped. It has galloped along and had so many twists and turns.
It certainly has, Bruce, and those twists and turns really continued yesterday at the Stewards' inquiry at Racing Victoria. There was about 4 or 5 different curve balls came into play. At one stage, Danny Nikolic was off the horse. He was back on. And as it's turned out, he's not even here the horse to ride for Danny. But who would have thought we could have a more dramatic build-up to the Cup last year? I say dramatic, it's not as emotional, but it's got all of the drama.
And we'll be following all those stories, including hopefully talking to Danny later today. The program, very different to Derby Day, isn't it? Because it's absolutely dwarfed by the Tui's new Melbourne Cup. We start with the 2-year-olds, then the long-distance race, mares and 3-year-olds, Seppel Great Western for the fillies, the Hong Kong Jockey Club Plate.
A race that this year's Cox Plate winner Fields of Omar won 2 years ago.
And if you can get to race 10, that's where we're at the Chubb Plate. So what a day it is. It's a day filled with fashion as well. Here's Shelley Craft.
Wayne, what a great day. You can't beat it for the weather, for the fashion, for the mood.
Exactly. Like, I think they wore their reserve outfits on Saturday because of the cool weather. We had lots of black and white and suiting, but with this sun out, we're going to see colour, lots of great fashion hats. It's going to go off.
They're your fashion tips. What about your race tips? Are you backing Bart for his 12th Cup win?
Look, any man who wears black's a friend of mine, so I think Bart is going to get his 12.
And of course, we've got the L'Oreal Paris Face That Stops the Nation finalists here today. They're all decked out, looking sensational. It's going to be a great day.
Can't wait.
I reckon when Wayne turns his back, Bart will give him a wry smile, don't you? The weather, it's perfect. They could not have asked for more, the Victoria Racing Club. We're going for 24. You wouldn't want it any hotter. We'll probably get there. Look at those blue skies. Currently at 15. The weather has an impact on the track. Slow Saturday, but drying out. I wonder what it's going to be like for the runners today. Here's Peter Donegan.
Bruce, I've had the privilege of walking down this patch of track many times over the years, but I never fail to get a tingle up the spine on this, our great day. And the great race has a beautiful day and a magnificent racing surface. After the drizzle on Derby Day on Saturday, this track has come up remarkably well. It is officially rated dead. The penetrometer reading is 4.54. Over on the inside, 4.59. A little bit better, perhaps 4.55 towards the outside of the track. There's just enough give in it at the moment, but with the forecast of 24 degrees today and a little bit of breeze, by the time the Tui's new Melbourne Cup is run just after 3 o'clock, we are going to have a perfect racing surface.
Thanks, Peter. And it keeps all the horses, I think, in the Cup with a chance, that track conditions. A lot of scratchings, Adam, on this big program. In the first 2 and 8, race 2 take out 7, 9, 13, and Might and Power's half-brother, Divine Glory, is out. Race 3, 14, 18, 19. The 4th, the Emergencies are out, 17, 18, 19. In race 5, Live in Vain. Has there been a more important scratching for the year? I doubt it, but Mummify is out of the Tui's new Melbourne Cup. Race 8, 7, 10, and Cape Kennedy, who would have been one of the favourites, number 18. In race 9, 3 of the horses that went poorly Saturday, 4, 7 and 8 joined Deprave as scratchings, and in the last take out 11, 13 and 19. Lots of money already in the pool. Let's have a look at the keys to the betting on the Tui's new Melbourne Cup.
Bruce, as we would have expected, number 2, Mamool, is right in the market, along with Pentastic, who turned in that real eye-catcher in the McKinnon Stakes on Saturday. $10.50 Pentastic. Sentimental money already flowing in for the headstrong Holy Orders. Let's hope he delivers on race day today. Mr. Prudent, the old-timer, at $12.80. On the second page, Distinctly Secret, about the odds we would have expected at $13.10. Grey Song, Mackay Diva, right in the market. And the most definitive TAB figure at the moment is that of number 15, Frightening. Bart Cummings going for 12 cups and a clear favourite, Frightening, on all TABs.
Zagalia shortened a bit. She was $22 overnight into 19, and another grey with Grey Song, Big Pat, at $23 after winning the Saab. So almost $3 million in the pool. Thousands arriving. We're expecting over 100,000 today, and here's Kylie Gillies.
We've stumbled across the warm-up entertainment here on Cup Day. We're just outside the train station. Everyone's arriving. Mel Simons, it's a passing parade.
It is. The sights we've seen already, it's quite remarkable. We've got entire sports teams. We have people with picnic hampers geared up for the day, fabulous hats, women in beautiful frocks, men in beautiful frocks. The effort people put in is quite amazing.
Well, we're going to show you at home why it's worth making such an effort on Cup Day. Mel, there's no marquees for us.
No, we will be where the real action is, amongst the crowd all day.
They're going to have some fun, aren't they, those girls today? As we said, over 100,000 expected today. It's about 10 minutes to go until the first race, and we're about to meet 5 lovely young ladies.
Let's talk more action. It's up to you to decide who should be the L'Oreal Paris face that stops the nation. Just by voting, you could be on your way to the home of L'Oreal, Paris. If you think it should be Emma, call 1902 555 221 or SMS Emma to the number on your screen. For Hayley, call 1902 555 222 or SMS Hayley. To vote for Sarah, call 1902 555 223 or SMS Sarah. For Cassie, call 1902 555 224 or SMS Cassie. Finally, to vote for Alicia, call 1902 555 225 or SMS Alicia. Call or SMS as many times as you like for your chance for that trip for 2 to Paris. The winner, as voted by you, will be announced on Crown Oaks Day. Who will be the L'Oreal Paris face that stops the nation? Let's talk more action!
So much fashion on display today. Simon Marshall joins us. Simon, former great jockey, and what a day it is for a young woman, Claire Lindop, the first Australian female to ride in the Melbourne Cup.
It is, Bruce, and there's jockeys coming from near and far, statewide, just to have a ride on Melbourne Cup Day. This is the pinnacle. And walked into the jockeys room and spotted Claire Linlop there. She did her apprenticeship here at Flemington. She knows the track very well. But as you know, she rides in Adelaide. And I just had a quick chat with Claire because she's one of those girls, she wants to know. She wants to know. She's always asked me a lot of questions. So you spend the time with these kids, mate. It's very important. And I said, Claire, how you feeling? And she said, oh, well, you know, I'm pretty nervous. And you can see that little blur in her eye because it's new to her, of course, and Melbourne Cup Day's a dream. And I said to Claire, look, it's good to have butterflies in your belly because the build-up to these races, such as Melbourne Cup Day, is phenomenal. But it's the people that you meet and greet, the owners, your connections, that make it so, scary for you, if you like, and the butterflies really get to you. I said, it's good, Claire, that's fine. You'll be fine as soon as you get on your horse. So as soon as you get out onto that track, you'll forget about it all. Just go and do your job. She had a little tear in her eye. She's a little bit emotional, but she's a fantastic kid. She's doing her homework here, walking the track, and she's ready to go. She'll be right. But once she gets on a horse, she'll be fine.
She's one of so many stories today in the Tui's new Melbourne Cup. We'll hear from Claire later. Now, in the first race today, it's the Maya Plate for 2-year-olds. This is a tough race to try and work out. Stringent at $4, owned by Lloyd Williams, is the favourite at the moment. Teleprint at $7.50. Danaman also in the market at $8.60. So over the page here, and Endless Odyssey and Portland Coup have both raced, and the General, who also was in the market at his first start, all under 10-1. We want to know what's happening out in the ring. Good morning to Pat Welsh. You're going to have a very busy day. Give us a clue to the 2-year-old, Paddy.
Bruce, yes, I'm looking forward to it. Well, they're treading very warily, the bookies, with this first race because 5 of them haven't been to the races before. Declaree, just out a little bit, I've got him at this stage, but you're still shopping very well on the tote. Danaman, killed them. Look, there's a host of them under double figure odds, but the one they seem to be interested in at this point is the Lloyd Williams galloper, Stringent. $3.20 I've got Stringent at this stage. I'm certain he will start favourite, but there's shopping all the way to be done, right the way down. Teleprint under double figure odds, Endless Odyssey, quite tip for Endless Odyssey as well, Portland Coup and the General as well, under double figure odds. So as I said, the bookies are just treading a little warily. On the Melbourne Cup, with the scratching and Mummifi, Maccabee Diva will be favourite at this point. Frightening, challenging, Mamool just slightly easy in early betting on the big one.
Pat Welsh there. The irony of Stringent being picked by everybody here is that Danny Nikolic is the jockey of this horse in the opening event on the program. Boy, oh boy, for Danny, what a day without that ride on Mummifi. The race, man. Now, up the straight here, do you expect the horses today to go to the outside at all because the inside was galloped on Saturday?
There's a possibility of that, Bruce, and all jockeys would have obviously walked the track or had their track walkers do that. We'll know that when they jump out of the barriers. It's a funny thing with the 2-year-olds. They're all educated on the left-hand side to race in Melbourne. You've got to understand that. So to get them to race on the outside rail might not suit a lot of them. So it's an interesting one.
You might enjoy this next story, Simon, because there are celebrities and then there are celebrities. Let's meet the Hilton sisters, Paris and Nikki.
This way, please, girls. Paris, thank you, darling. Thank you.
Hurricane Hilton has hit Melbourne this week. Gale Force glamour whipped up by Paris and Nikki.
Are you enjoying yourself?
Yes, I love it here.
And Melbourne's loving them. The girls are famous for being famous. The surname helps. As great-granddaughters of the man who founded the Hilton hotel chain, these 20-something sisters are party globetrotters. Melbourne is the latest stop in their whirlwind life.
We are really, really late. I'm just going to see if we can get a police escort. No, we've got to go, go. Come on.
Running late for a date with a horse.
Oh my God!
That's it, that's perfect, and you're smiling, that's beautiful.
That's it, give him a big squeeze. Excellent.
Their stay in Melbourne will be brief but spectacular.
That's perfect.
You've given me so many beautiful clothes while I've been here. I love it.
So many clothes, so little fabric. Yes, the Hilton sisters are in perfect form, guaranteeing the paparazzi are on the surest bet at Flemington.
Making their mark during this Melbourne Cup Carnival. The 2-year-olds in the Maya Plate in the yard. We're going to pick the favourites out here. 3 Danaman by Danasinger. And second in a Bendigo trial, Noel Callow to ride, and well and truly in the market.
He's a very good horseman, the trainer, Jamie Edwards from Geelong, obviously very well educated and must have ability to be racing here Melbourne Cup Day. Noel Callow will ride this horse from barrier 12.
5 Stringent's the favourite. Lloyd Williams, who's won 2 Melbourne Cups as an owner, and huge punter. And Danny Nikolic to ride. Now, Stringent's by Redute's Choice, who was a sensational young horse, and this is his first season as a sire.
That's right, Bruce. Winner of a Blue Diamond Stakes, second up, and within a week too, that was. So he's an outstanding performer, also a Caulfield Guineas winner. He's got a lovely progeny of babies on the ground at the moment, and they look very well. They look very forward. He's just getting a little bit excited in the mounting yard there, as you can see. Danny Nikolic, the jockey, just legged up. He's got to handle the day here. There's a big crowd already for the first race, but look, there's a lot of mail. There's some birdies jumping out of the tree wanting to back this horse early.
6 Teleprints also in the market by Earl Moxie, who's having a really good run the sire. It's trialled twice, including a win at Cranbourne.
He'll jump and run and he'll look a chance.
Go down to Endless Odyssey, who's number 10, was last at Flemington behind Squad, but there were some excuses. It jumped poorly on that occasion.
Tongue tie on today, choked down in that race, Bruce, so that'll help this one.
11 Portland Coup. It was midfield in the race, won by its stablemate Picket Fence at Caulfield, but it was only 8 to 1 on that occasion, and again in the market.
Trained by Johnny Hawkes, will have learned a lot from its first up run, be suited where it's trained on the track at Flemington.
And 13 The General. Well, it was behind Oratorio at Moonee Valley. Midfield missed the start then, but only 7 to 1. Rick Hall-Lacey has a good record with 2-year-olds.
Spoke to Rick in the Jockeys room, and he said he won't miss the kick today. He'll jump and be with them. He's got ability.
So some tips. Stringent, the biggest one, but they're the main contenders for the $85,000 Myer plate. The 2-year-olds in the yard, about to go out onto the track. We'll be back with this race shortly, but on our way to the break, let's go out to the 7 marquee with Joanna Griggs.
Well, if you thought we had fun on Saturday, Cup Day goes up to a whole new level. I'm joined once again by the beautiful Jennifer Kyton. You were an old hand on Saturday, weren't you?
You can talk. What about your punting?
Yes, had a good day on the punt on Saturday. And in fact, the Lavazza celebrity tips that we had also raised a lot of money for Camp Quality. Today I'm going to be joined by Tommy Williams and Jackie Cooper. We've got even a little bit more money to spend on Cup, which is going to be great. Also going to be chatting with the Hilton sisters. What about you?
Sam Neill, David Wenham, Stephen Fry, Sarah O'Hare and hopefully Kathy Freeman.
So we'll be covering all of the celebrities, all of the fashion, all of the fun. Speaking of fashion, who are you dressed by today?
The Vixen girls have donned me today, so done a lovely job. And
I've doubled up from Saturday. I've got Neil Grigg doing my hat and T Rose with my frock. So we'll be bringing you all the action. Stay tuned.
Doggone tomato, let me tell the news. My head got wet in midnight dew. Red ball.
Look at the queuing up. 102,000 here last year, Simon, and boy, we're on the way already.
Bruce, the record is 1:21.015. I'll say they'll get 1:6 today.
You reckon they'll break the record?
Yeah, I think they do. I think they will. Look, I'm talking with a couple of older gentlemen here that have been here for years, mate, racing fans, and they said they have never seen the crowd as big prior to the first race, so we're on song.
Still early in Melbourne, early everywhere in Australia, so that's a good sign. Stringent was a bit toey in the yard, just sweating up a bit, the favourite. I just wonder what the reaction in the betting ring is to this favourite and the 2-year-old. Paddy, easing or tightening?
Just been a little easy, Bruce. Out probably a half a point, Stringent. So you're shopping unders on the tote at the moment. Stringent, they're just not quite sure. There's no big money arrived. If I can give you one at a little bit of odds, it's way down the bottom. Number 13, the General, has been very solid. You're shopping equivalent on the tote as to what we're offering here in the ring at the moment. So maybe the General is a quiet tip at double each way odds, but at the moment, no big money arriving for the favourite.
You were nodding when Pat was talking about the General.
We spoke about him Cox Plate Day, Bruce. He's a very impressive type in the mounting yard. He did have to tighten up a little bit, I thought. Moonee Valley, he missed the kick. It was a short run to the first bend, and he just got lost completely. I spoke to Rick Hall-Lacey. I said, Rick, how's your horse? He said he won't be missing the kick today. And Rick doesn't mind a bet neither, so...
So some confidence there.
Bit of his money, I'm tipping, Bruce.
Starting stalls, interesting, towards the outside. Peter Donegan was telling me this morning that the idea is to try and place the middle horse right in the middle of the track in the barrier line up here. So we've got 11 runners here. So the 5s and 6s are sort of in the centre of the track.
Which is fair, and it'll be very important too. Watch the first 20 metres of this race because they are young horses and they haven't got the race day experience, and they're all educated on the left-hand side of the track, folks, so they lean on their inside leg, their left leg. So if some horses do get to the outside fence, they may get a little lost. They're a creature of habit. Most jockeys would ride them that way.
Well, the Tuesday Melbourne Cup, as we said, so many stories, including that reluctant Irish horse, Holly Orders. And what about those video shots of Ross McDonald chasing that horse during the week. Well, Ross is with Peter Donegan in the mounting yard.
Yes, here he is, the horse whisperer. Gee, you got some publicity this week, Roscoe.
Oh, we tried to do a bit of a job, which I think we've done, so we'll find out today whether it's all worthwhile.
What was your assessment? What was wrong with the horse? Was it muscular or was it all between his ears?
Oh, a little bit like that horse is used to walking out at home with 10 to 15 horses in a group. He's got to Sandown where he's on his own. It's totally different, big wide open space, and the horse has just panicked a bit. And he's learnt that he could jack up with the girl and get away with it, and you know, it's hard to do, and I think there's that much pressure around, and I think he'd changed his mind, but we did in the end.
Finally, is there any danger that we're going to see another Pravda that happened 3 years ago when he gets out onto the track, that he won't go to the stalls or he won't race?
No, well, they tell me he's never been played up on race day, and you know, with the other horses around and the clerk of the course, I think it's going to lead him down. Shouldn't have a problem. But you know, the trouble at Sandown, they should have some ponies or something for these horses to come out on their own, and they're not just left on their own, you know.
Might have to get you to my place. I can't get my dog to do what I tell him, so can you come over tomorrow?
Yeah, if the pay's all right, I'll come.
Yeah, it's always good. Thanks, Roscoe.
Ross McDonald, who's trained so many great horses, mares mainly, with Tristark and Courtser, and also in Pazira Caulfield Cup winners left, right and centre.
Outstanding horseman. He reminds me of the three little piggies, this horse. One went to the market, one wanted to stay home like he did. But I wonder if you'll get the roast beef today, though, Bruce.
Well, there you go. There's lots of omens. The General continues to tighten up. They're just about set for the first race on the program. What a day we've got in front of us. It's the Maya Plate. It's also a nerve-wracking day for trainers, jockeys and for race broadcasters, and we wish Greg Miles from Sky Channel the best for a great day of calling as he joins us.
Line tag in good shape. Tan Spur has linked in. There's a white cap on split seconds rider Craig Newitt to distinguish it from this one, Declary, who's about to come along and take the outside barrier, which will complete the line-up because Danneman has gone up into the stalls. The outside gate to be taken up by one of the Ricky Maughan runners. Split second for Craig Newitt with a white cap, so they're drawn both towards the outside. Stringent is the favourite. Many chances in the betting behind it, including Endless Odyssey and Portland Coup. And Teleprint, they're all in, they're ready to run. Racing now. Cup days underway, and Stringent began fast towards the inside in company with Portland Coup. Out in a hurry, Tan Spur and Kiltiernan up the middle is showing some dash, and the General is in behind them. Teleprint also, and they were followed by Endless Odyssey, moving up to be better than midfield, and they were trailed further back then by split second. Volaton's got a good way back in the jump as they come along to the 600-metre mark, and back behind those horses, Declary out wide, and Danneman's under the whip and one of the last. Joining the course proper at the 500 metres, Kiltiernan outside Portland Coup. Lead out by 2 lengths now to Tan Spur, and Stringent right behind the leading bunch. Look to travel okay. Endless Odyssey wider out, putting in a run. And then split second, who's coming home well in the white cap. And the General's going for a run between horses. They come to the 200 metres now. Tan Spur gets up to Stringent. The General getting a split. Portland Coup laying out badly, hampered Stringent. Portland Cou's just in front from Tan Spur. He's green, Portland Coup, but he's got there. Portland Coup from Tan Spur, and the General's run third, but the winner's been all over the track. Just behind these, Declary made ground, and they were followed closely by Teleprint. Stringent got knocked over, and back behind them, split second, Volatant, Endless Odyssey, Kiltiernan dropped out, and Danneman was last of all.
Well, we'll have to wait here because there could be an objection. 11.9.13. You saw the dividends up there, 58.7 the time. But the horse to watch here is the General, and also Portland Coup. Portland Coup leading at this stage, and the General trying to get through. Now, this is the General. He was just trying to get a run, and here's Portland Coup. And you'll see even from the side on that Portland Coup runs out. Tan Spur also trying to get them. Right here, Simon, the General looks the winner.
He does, Bruce, and he just shies. I don't know whether it's from the signs on the inside of the track, but he runs out severely. Stringent copped it too. He copped a bad check, which and made him finish well down the track. But you'll watch the orange horses here, Rick Hall Lacey, of course, the General, getting through the middle of them. And you see Portland Coup and the red cap coming out. Ooh, hits Stringent, which turns his hindquarters out. And he's got a bad habit there. That happened in about 4 or 5 strides. Third horse will definitely protest. I don't know whether he'll against the winner. I don't know whether you'll watch
Well, let's have another look. Now, Portland Coup on the inside, in the Haynes colours, the Stringent in the middle, and now the General. There's not a lot of room already. Trying to get through. He's trying to force his way through here. Now, the General's caused some interference here with Stringent, but here's where Portland Coup's run out, and the General, geez, all over the shop there is Nash Rawilla, and, well...
Stringent held his ground there too, Bruce, so he's okay. He's okay, but the winner will definitely lose it on protest because he just shifts out too dramatically.
So Stringent's knocked into Portland Coup, and Portland Coup's run out. So whether that was the main reason for Portland Coup running out, what about Danny Nikolic on Stringent there? I mean, what sort of a day? He must have wished he'd never got out of bed today. He's been flattened there and mummifies out. But look, they're going to want to look at the video. The jockeys will certainly look at the video here.
No doubt.
If third against first is the protest and is upheld, the second horse then gets the race. So that's the deal.
Right. Yep. Good
But
work.
At the moment, Portland Coup, John Hawkes, who's had a fantastic run with these 2-year-olds this year, with Darren Gauci, the jockey, is the winner of this race. But let's see, welcome today on Banjo.
Yes, hello, Bruce. How are you?
You've won a couple of these cups. You're one of the great Melbourne Cup riders. You're with Darren Gauci, and the last 100 metres, well, that was dramatic.
Yes, Darren, the last 100 metres, the horse was a bit green.
Well, he didn't have much control, Johnny. He wanted to go right towards the outside of the track. I'm sure if I was able to ride him out in normal manner, he would have won by 2 or 3 lengths easily.
Yeah, Darren, just tell the people, when you come onto the course proper and you race down there, you go into a lot of people, don't you? A lot of crowd of people. And some horses can handle it, some can't.
Well, that's right. It's a big day, big occasion. The crowd are a bit rowdy, and of course, they're only young horses, Johnny, as you know.
First start, and you can expect them to do that a little bit, can't you?
Yes, we can, yes.
But it looks like he's got a good future, this horse.
He's got a nice future. Like I said, he would have won a lot easier if it went straighter.
And what a great day for the Haynes family too. They've won the Melbourne Cup. They've won everything, haven't they? And they started off Melbourne Cup Day with the winner as well.
Well, that's right. Good luck to them there. They support racing. They're good supporters, so it's good to see.
Congratulations, mate. Good luck later in the day.
Thanks, mate.
Darren Gauci, yes, David Haynes, one of the most famous owners in Australian racing with Kingston Town, who was second to Gurner's Lane in 82, and they won with Kingston Rule with Bart Cummings in 1990.
Interesting to hear Darren Gauci say there that, look, the horse just all of a sudden took control, but he still felt if he had remained straight and was able to ride him out in his normal manner, he would have won easily. But that wasn't the case. He did cause severe interference, and the initial shift was from him, Bruce, so that I believe the third horse will protest against the winner. The second horse will win the race. This is just a predicament, and Darren Gauci will be relegated to third.
So Simon believing here there'll be a protest that will be upheld and the placings will eventually be 9, 13, 11. That's to come, and we'll keep you posted on Tui's new Melbourne Cup Day.